today for math, we're doing Worktext page 185, 183, 184. Sorry, no, I'm even wrong on that. It's 181 and 182. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm looking at pages where the substitute's supposed to teach. All right, 181, 182, all right? And then we're gonna do reviews, page 179, 180, because we don't have homework tonight. We will do the front of it together, okay? But today we are doing the sevens. The first thing I want us to do is look at the fact that you really already know quite a few of them. All right, so let's look at the board and let's talk about the ones you do know. So 7 times 1, you know it.
7.
7 times 2.
14.
14. 7 times 3.
21.
21. Some of you may not know that one, but you should. 7 times 4.
28.
28. Oh, it's getting lower and lower. The higher I go, the less people are answering. That proves that some of you don't know it. And 7 times 5.
35.
35. Now this one we just learned yesterday. So this one, 7 times 6.
42.
42. Very good. All right. Now, the only ones you should know, and don't blurt out the answers yet, are 7 times 7, 7 times 8, 7 times 9. You should know, I'm going to move the camera just a tiny bit, 7 times 10, because it's so easy, and we already talked about the 10s, so 7 times 10 is
70.
and you should easily know 7 times 11,
77.
77. And if you don't know that, think about it. 7 times 1 is 7, and 7 times 1 is 7. You know 7 times 1, right?
Yep.
So 7 times 11 is 77, which leaves one that you don't know, 7 times 12. So notice how it went down again. Yesterday there were 5 that you shouldn't have memorized. Now today there's only 4. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with this 42, and we're just going to add another group of 7s, because we're supposed to be counting by 7. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42.
48.
No.
49.
49. 2 plus 7 is 9, so 49. Then what? 49 plus 7 is? 56. Good job. After 56, it's going to be?
63.
63. Then we'd go to the 70 and the 77. So 77 plus 7 is?
84.
Very good. 84. So if we were to count by 7s, we would say 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70, 77, 84. And let's do that with the bingo bango. We're going to do the 2s through the 7s, and we'll also do the 10s. All right. Bingo, bango, bingo, bango, dinosaurs and shoes.
Ringo, rango, tingo, tango, I can count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20,
22, 24. Bingo, bango, lingo, lango, squirrels playing trees.
Ringo, rango, tingo, tango, I can count by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36.
Bingo, bango, lingo, lango, hamsters dance on floors.
Ringo, rango, tingo, tango, I can count by 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28,
32, 36, 40, 44, 48. Bingo, bango, lingo, lango, busy bees and hives.
Ringo, rango, tingo, tango, I can count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Now the new one, so we're going to go slower. The 6s. Bingo, bango, lingo, lango, having fun with mixes.
Ringo, rango, tingo, tango, I can count by 6s. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60, 66, 72.
Now 7s. Bingo, bango, lingo, lango, looking at the heavens.
Ringo, rango, tingo, tango, I can count by 7s. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70, 77, 84.
And just for fun, because it's so easy, just do the 10s. Bingo, bango, lingo, lango, foxes live in bins.
Ringo, rango, tingo, tango, I can count by 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120.
yesterday we looked at the book and looked at some new combination hints, but I did not have the camera playing, so I did not show the people that are distance learning. So I'm going to open it up and show you the thirsty sixes. I'm not going to read the whole story. I didn't actually read the whole story yesterday, just the shortened version of it. But sixes are the twins, so 6 times 6 is 36 or 36, right? So the twin sixes should remind you of their thirsty. All right, then we had 6 and 8. It was 8's birthday, and 6 is a chef baking a cake for 8. So 6 times 8 is 48. All right, now we're moving on to the 7s. We've already done 3 times 7 a long time ago when we did the 3s. And we did 7 times 4, where it was 28 because it's too late, right? A firehouse. Here's a new one, 7 times 6. I didn't even remember to show you this one yesterday because it's in the 7 section, not the 6s. All right, so 7 and 6 are best friends. 7 is very skinny and 6 is very chubby. And when they get together to play, they invent contests to see who wins. So they set up a high jump. Notice the high jump looks like a 4. So this is a visual one where you have to visualize this picture of 7 and 6 friends playing. They set up a high jump which looks like a 4, and 7 said, I'll do it if you go first, and 6 said okay. And when they jumped over the 4 and landed on the trampoline, it looks like a 2. So this one is totally a visual picture. You have to remember 7 and 6 playing, jumping over the high jump, which looks like 4, and landing on the 2. So what's the answer? 7 times 6 is 42. Alright, so that's totally not about the story, but about the picture. 6 times 8, that's more of a story. 6 and 8, 6 is a chef baking a cake for 8. That was a picture, but that was a story, but this one is actually a picture. You need to remember the picture. 7 times 6, 42. Alright, this one also is the picture. This one is 7 times 7. Alright, so this time the 7s are soldiers, alright, and they go out to their lookout at their fort. Don't worry about it, just leave it. They go to their fort, which looks like a 4, alright, and they patrol, keeping the countryside clean and planting flowers and making America beautiful, and they put up a flag on the hill. And what does their flag look like?
A 9.
A 9. Alright, so you got the 2 7s that are soldiers helping keep America clean, and their fort, and their 9 flags, so that's 49. So 7 times 7 is 49. And again, you just have to remember the little picture they made up to go with it. The soldier 7 at the fort, and fort sort of sounds like 4 a little bit, but you just have to remember the flag looks like a 9. Okay? And that brings us to the 8th. But we'll go ahead and show you this one because it has 7 in it. Alright, so 7 is a bouncy sort of guy. Loves to play, loves to hop. Alright, but when he finishes his homework and he grows tired of watching TV, he hops back toward to have some fun. So first 7 bounces on one side of the trampoline. Alright, so notice his trampoline is 8. So 7, going to play on the trampoline. Alright, and then he goes right off his diving board, which is a 5, into the pool, which is a
0.
No, it's not. It's a 6.
6.
It's a 6. See the top of the 6 right there? It's a 6. Alright, so it is a 6. So 7, jumping on the trampoline, which is an 8. So 7 times 8 is 56. Okay? Alright, and then we'll stop there. Alright, so let's look at the top of your page where you will have to write by 7s. They are on the board. If you need to look for time's sake. Okay, because I don't expect you to know them the very first day we learned it. Alright, so get busy writing your 7 times line, going across. Any other time, if they don't give you a place to put it, you need to write it one down. Do not forget that. When it's in boxes like they put it, it's easy. I don't know where to stand where I'm not in your way. check it. Everybody check it. You should have written 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. And that's where we'll stop, even though we go all the way up to 11s and the 12s, 7 times 11 and 7 times 12. You will always stop on 7 times 10 on your paper. Use those and answer numbers 2 through 10. Go. Nice. Alright, well you got some easy ones on the bottom. You can do number 10. Go and do number 10. This is really important. Hold on, let's wait. A video. Can't stop it. Raise your hand if you need more time. Okay. Okay, we will start over here with Chase, and each person is going to be responsible for trying to answer for one. Going around the room. Okay, everyone ready now? Raise your hand if you're not ready. Hurry up then, please. Bless you. All right, let's start with Chase. And Chase, read the problem and say the answer.
6 times 7 equals 42.
Very good. 42. Number 3.
9 times 7 equals 63.
63. Very good. Number 4.
0 times 7 equals 0.
Very good. That one we already knew, didn't we? Next, number 5.
8 times 7 equals 56.
56. Very good. Number 6.
5 times 7 equals 35.
35. Very good. Next,
4 times 7 equals
28.
28.
Very good. Next,
10 times 7 equals 70.
very good. 10 times 7 equals 70. Number 9.
7 times
No, you read that one because it's going across. You do read it normal. It's the ones that are going up that you read going up.
1 times 7 equals 7.
7. Very good. And
7 times 7 equals 49.
49. That was from the picture. The 2 soldiers, 7s at the fort with the 9 flag. All right, 49. Very good. All right, now this, they say to write the related multiplication fact, but I will remind you that's just a commutative property of multiplication. So you're going to write the answer for the first problem, then you need to switch the factors and write the answer again. Not all of them are 7s. The first row is, but the second row is not. The second row is reviewing 6s, right? Whoops, I did not mean to do that. So, sorry. Just get busy. By the way, you know once you figured out the answer for one, you already know the answer for the other. So don't take too much time. The second one should be the same product. First row of them, number 11, 12, and 13, you can use your number line. Second row, actually all of them in the second row you should already know, because you should already know your 2s, 3s, and 4s. So even though you can do them counting by 6s, you know your 2s, 3s, and 4s, or at least you should, and if you don't, you need to get busy studying them so you learn them. Raise your hand if you need more time. Alright, let's go faster please. Hurry up. Okay, who are the last person to do one?
Georgia.
Georgia? Okay, so we're gonna start with Grayson. Are we waiting on anybody else still? Raise your hand real quick. Okay, almost done. Okay. Good? Alright, Grayson, I'm gonna let you do both problems at number 11, okay? So, start with,
7 times 3 equals 21.
therefore,
3 times 7 equals 21.
very good. 7 times 3 and 3 times 7, both equaling 21. Elise, go and do the next two. Number 12.
7 times 5 equals 35. 5 and 5 times 7 equals 35.
Very good. 7 times 5 and 5 times 7 equaling 35. Brantley.
7 times 4 equals 28, and 4 times 7 equals 28.
Very good. 7 times 4 and 4 times 7 both equaling 28. All right. Back to Chase.
6 times 2 equals 12. 2 times 6 equals 12.
Very good. 6 times 2 and 2 times 6 both equaling 12. Riley?
6 times 4 equals 23.
No. When you count by fours, do you say 23? So do you know the answer? 24. Alright, so 6 times 4 is 24, and what's the
4
other one?
times 6 is 24.
Alright, so fix those quickly. And moving on to Grant.
6 times 3 is 18.
That's not 3 times 3. You said the right answer, but you said 3 times 3. Did you guys hear him say 3 times 3?
Yes.
I heard him say 3 times 3. Alright. Okay. Alright. I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. Go ahead.
3 times 6 equals 18.
Alright, 6 times 3 and 3 times 6 both equaling 18. Now, when we read this story problem, you need to put on your thinking caps. Put them on tight, fasten them. Alright, because listen to what it says. It says, the Mendoza family went hiking. Dad, Mom, and Mila each carried a backpack. So how many people are carrying a backpack?
3.
3. Mila put 2 water bottles in each backpack. Right? So in each backpack she put 2 water bottles. How many backpacks? 3. How many water bottles in each backpack?
2.
So that's part of the problem. What are you going to do for that part of the problem? If there's 3 backpacks and 2 water bottles in each backpack, what are you supposed to be doing there?
Multiply.
But listen, she also put 8 snacks in her own backpack. So did she put 8 snacks in everybody's backpack? No, just in her own. So they're asking how many items did Mila put in all the backpacks? So, first step is to do the water bottles. What are you going to do? Multiply. They want you going up, so you're going to start at the bottom, because you read it going up, putting what number first? No.
3.
They really give you 3. Even though they don't make the number 3, they give you the 3 people. They give you Dad, Mom, and Mila. There's your number 3 right there. They don't write the number 3 out for you, do they?
No.
But they give you the 3 people first. So 3 goes on the bottom as your first number, and then on top of that, you're going to put the 2 water bottles. 3 times 2 equals
6.
6. Now, you know that there are 6 bottles that she put in backpacks. But what else did she put in backpack?
8 snacks
8
first.
snacks, just in her own backpack. So now what are you going to do?
Plus.
Yes, now you need to add 6 water bottles plus 8 snacks. That's the second step. And that will give you how many items she put in the backpack.
14.
Very good. I didn't ask for it yet, but yes. So you're going to write 14. What?
Snacks.
No.
No.
Because they're not
Items.
items. Because they ask how many items. So you're going to say 14 items in the backpacks. 14 items in the backpacks. So as soon as you have finished that and written 14 items in the backpacks, then you can turn your paper over and start writing by sevens on the back. Do a 7 number line. Try to do it without looking, but it's right here if you need to see it. Okay? I'll step out of the way so nobody. It's here if you need it, but try to do it without looking. But don't take too long at the same time. This is something you should be practicing in the car or just in your free time. Like I said, find a multiplication app, game that you could play that will help you with this too. All right, raise your hand if you still need more time to count by sevens. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't see you turning your paper back over and looking at the front, because I told you you can look at the board. They're on the board. Going from here to these 3, then to those, and back to this one. Actually, you're not even going to be doing these last 2, are you? They're not on your paper. It's only up to 10. Alright, let's say it. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. Notice on the front they put dots for every single time. This time they actually wrote the combinations above each, didn't they? Alright, go ahead and use that to do numbers 2 through 12. At least when you can. You're not always going to be able to use that because on the bottom row, there's only one that is from the sevens. The top row is all sevens, but on the bottom row, numbers 6 through 12, only one of them is from the sevens. I think we're going to start with Chase, 'cause I think we ended up doing everybody last time, didn't we?
Yes.
I don't. No, because we went from me to Chase and we didn't make it back.
I know, but I'm going to go the opposite direction this time. That's what I do.
Okay.
Raise your hand if you need more time. Okay. Some of them are so easy, you should know them like that. Right? You good now? Everybody good now? Alright, Chase, start with the first one.
3 times 7 equals 21.
21, very good. Number 3.
5 times 7 equals 35.
35, very good. Number 4.
1 times 7 equals 7.
7, very good. Number 5.
4 times 7 equals 28.
28, very good. Number 6.
3 times 6 equals 18.
18, very good. Next.
2 times 5 equals
10, very good. Next. Hunter.
10. 2 times 7 equals 14.
14, very good. Next.
5 times 4 equals 20.
Very good. Allison, next.
9 times 3 equals 27.
27, very good. Grayson now.
8 times 10 equals 80.
80, very good. And Elise.
6 times 1 equals 6.
Alright, very good. 6. 6 is that last one. Now, listen again. On this story problem, it's similar to the one on the front, but slightly different. So listen to what this one says. This one says, Derek picked pumpkins from the garden and filled 2 wagons. He put 7 pumpkins in each wagon. So what's our first thing going to be? Multiply. 2 wagons, 7 pumpkins in each wagon. But, this is what he says for the rest of it. Mother used 2 of the pumpkins to make pies, so how many pumpkins are left? So after we figure out how many pumpkins were there, Then what are we gonna do?
Subtract.
Subtract. So start with the first one. What is the first number they gave us?
2.
2. So on the bottom, because it's written going up and down, on the bottom put the 2. 7 on the top, so you're writing 2 times 7. 2 times 7, that's easy. What is it? 14. And for the second step, you're going to take those 14 pumpkins and subtract 2. Because mother used 2. So 14 minus 2 will leave you with the answer. And the label will be?
There are 12 pumpkins left.
12 pumpkins. Alright. The next thing you're going to be doing is some clocks. Reminder. What is the reminder? Shorthand first, longhand by 5s, and then you have to switch to counting by 1s because none of them are right on the number. Shorthand first, longhand by 5s, then switch to counting by 1s. But I want you to stop doing that and let's go ahead and do the front of second paper. And then you can go back to finishing your clocks. The first thing you need to do on the front of your second paper is count by 7s again for the third time. This repeated writing it will help you to learn it, especially if you say the ones they wrote while you're doing it. You can use the board, but you need to be busy writing. Raise your hand if you're not finished. The ones that aren't finished, I didn't see you busy a while ago. Wish you would have been busy from the get-go, from when I told you to begin. All right, let's begin. Say it. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. I did not feel like some of you were saying what I was saying. Let's do it one more time. I want to listen. I want to hear everybody saying what I'm saying. Count by 7s.
7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70.
Alright, that time it sounded like everybody said what I said. Use those to do the next few problems, 2 through 10. All of them are from the 7s, so you can use that number line for each one. Alright, anybody not ready to go? Alright, we'll start with Brantley. Brantley, read number 2.
3 times 7 equals 21.
21, very good. Number 3, Georgia.
42.
Oh, you gotta see the problem.
6 times 7 equals 42.
42, very good. Read the problem, Grayson.
2 times 7 equals 14.
14, very good. Elise.
7 times 7 equals 49.
49, very good. Hunter.
5 times 7 equals 35.
35, very good. Allison.
4 times 7 equals 28.
28, very good. Chloe.
10 times 7 equals 70.
70, very good. Dane.
8 times 7 equals 56.
56, very good. And Leanna.
9 times 7 equals 63.
63, very good. Now we have a commutative property of multiplication again. They are saying write the related fact, but that is commutative property of multiplication. So go ahead and do that. Put the answer, write the related fact, and put the same product again. Some of them are super easy. One of them is from yesterday and what we learned, but there is one of the hints that we had in the book that should help you with it. It's about somebody having a birthday. All right, anybody need more time? Okay. How many of you remember which one I was talking about when I said that one had a hint about the birthday? How many of you have a new clue? Alright, so everybody remember that one? Good. Alright, where did we stop? With Leanna. So we'll continue on with Chase. Alright, Chase, go ahead.
7 times 1 equals 7.
You gotta do both of them.
1 times 7 equals 7.
Yeah, so both 7 times 1 and 1 times 7 equaling 7. Riley.
6 times 2 equals 12.
And?
2 times 6 equals 12.
Yep, 6 times 2, 2 times 6, both equaling 12. Brantley?
Grant.
Oh, Grant, I'm sorry. Sorry, Grant.
5 times 3 equals 15. 3 times 5 equals 15.
Very good. 5 times 3 and 3 times 5, both equaling 15. Now, Brantley.
6 times 3 equals 18. 3 times 6 equals 18.
Yeah, 6 times 3, 3 times 6, 18, both.
5 times 4 equals 20. 4 times 5 equals 20.
Yeah, 4 times 5, 5 times 4, 4 times 5, 20. And the one I was talking about was the next one. What is it, Grayson?
6 times 8 equals 48. 8 times 6 equals 48.
All right, so that is the one I was talking about. 6 with a chef baking a cake for 8. So the answer is 48. How many of you, once I told you that, remind you of that, all of a sudden you knew the answer?
Yeah.
But before that, you were still struggling to figure it out. All right, so that's a good hint for that one. If you can remember the 6 and the 8. 6 being a chef, 8 being the one having the birthday. So the cake is 48. Now we have another one of those story problems that's very similar to the ones we just did on the other page. This one says Mom bought a box of canned corn. The box had 3 rows with 4 cans in each row. So 3 rows, 4 cans in each row. What are we going to do there?
Multiply.
Multiply. Everybody should be answering this. So that's the first thing you're going to do. Then it says she added those, the ones in the box, to the 6 cans she already had on the shelf. So she already had a lot of corn. She must need a lot of corn for some reason. So what are you going to do? They actually tell you what to do because it says she added those cans to the 6 cans she had on the shelf. If you don't know what to do, then you're not comprehending what you're reading. So start with the multiplication. What number do you have first?
3.
3. So that should go on the bottom. 3 on the bottom times 4 on the top. Equaling
12.
12. Then you're going to take that 12 and do what?
Add.
Add to
6.
6 that she has on the shelf. 12 plus 6?
18.
And you'll put that answer with the label of
18 cans.
18 cans. If you want to say cans of corn, you can, but I would be okay with just 18 cans. Alright, so if you look at the back of that paper, you're going to be doing a line plot. Make sure you understand that the numbers across the bottom are verses. So 0 verses, 1 verse, 2 verse, 3 verses, 4 verses, 5 verses, and 6 verses. The X's are the number of students that memorize that many verses. So did anybody memorize 0 verses?
No.
No, because there's no X's above the 0. So everybody memorized at least 1. Alright? So you're going to answer the questions according to that line plot. Then you have a bar graph. Notice it is counting by 5s. And the label that's going to go with it is pounds. Because it's pounds of aluminum cans that were gathered by different grades. Starting with 1st grade, going to 6th grade. And the bars are counting by 5s. To make sure you know that. Sometimes you'll be putting 1st grade or 2nd grade or whatever. And you can write it like an ordinal number if you know them. And then on the other one, when you're putting the number, if they ask you how many pounds, you need to put the label of pounds with it. At the bottom, you have a few multiplication problems to do. And don't forget to go back to the other paper and finish those plots if you did not finish them.